All right. Welcome, everybody. All right. So, this is our third team call. I'm loving it. I hope you guys are too. Tonight, I just want to get started. We have our guest speaker, Leah, who's going to be sharing with us. But first, I want to go through our announcements for this week. We are officially 1 week into our new coach training. We've got a bunch of new girls in there that are kicking butt and leaning into their discomfort zone, I guess you could say, which I'm super proud of them. We are also a week into our diamond training, which is why I'm also super pumped that Leah is here presenting, because this is a really awesome step for her. I also want to shout out you guys. I know that you already are this close to hitting Success Club for this month. You've already signed up 2 people already. That's awesome. You've helped 2 people get started. I myself have set up 1 person so far, and I am just determined to make this an epic month. So I'm really excited. And what else? So I think with that, we'll just kind of get right into it. So Leah is going to be talking to us about something very near and dear to my heart, that I think I get asked a lot, and I know we all ask this a lot, about what is it that keeps you so motivated, like, to keep going. And I I think for myself, and I don't want to cut into Leah's presentation, that what keeps me going, honestly, is thinking about the bigger picture. Every day, every day is hard. Things happen every day. We all are super busy and get caught up in the day to day. And obviously, there's times when we don't want to work out. There's times that we're, whatever. But our why is what brings us back to our core. So I'm going to let Leah take the reins, and I'm going to mute myself, and yay.
Okay, can you hear me okay? Okay, great. All right, guys. So, hi, my name is Leah. I'm just gonna give you like a little blip about me. So I am 27 years old. I live in the city of Rochester, and I am a registered nurse. I work in the cardiac ICU at Strawn Memorial Hospital. I'm a nurse leader there. I recently just got a promotion for that. So that's been pretty exciting. I'm also on critical care transport team. And I live with my boyfriend and my 2 dogs. And yeah, so I just want to talk to you guys about just kind of like my story. I'm doing a very, very condensed version of my story. So basically, 3 years ago, I bought the 21 Day Fix when it was still on DVDs. And I bought Shakeology. Like, I didn't have a coach. I did a week of it, and then I quit. And then I put my DVDs on the shelf, and they collected dust literally for like until now because of Beachbody on Demand. But anyways, so that was basically just like a snippet of what my last like 3 to 4 years have looked like. I would buy a program and then I would stop it like a week or two later. I would buy another program and then I would stop it a week or two later because I was impatient and I was a little immature and I was just wanting like instantaneous results. And I would do a program and then nothing would help. I've done every single program under the sun, whether it be fitness programs, nutrition programs, everything. So throughout my nursing career, I've actually, up until February, I had gained 35 pounds. I was like the heaviest that I've ever been. Not only that, I was like experiencing like true nursing burnout. I would come home, I would go, it's like right to McDonald's. I would binge eat McDonald's. I would binge eat ice cream. I would go to bed and then I would wake up and do it all again the next day. Um, and that kind of brings me to around like the January, February point. I was at like such a low point in my life. Like I actually remember sitting on the couch, like crying to my boyfriend, saying how much that I actually hated myself. I didn't know what the concept of self love meant. I basically was experiencing like self-hatred. I had no confidence in myself. I was miserable in my life. I was miserable in my job, even though that was a job that I absolutely like wanted since I was younger, and I loved it when I first started, and then I grew to hate it. I was just miserable. So Amy came into my life at literally like the perfect time. Like she had been asking me to join her for literally a year, and I kept saying no. I was just like wasn't in like the right state of mind. Like apparently I just wasn't at my lowest point yet. And she finally asked me again, like, join this challenge group. So I finally joined her challenge group, and I was like, this is something that I really feel like can actually help me. And I decided to just try one last time. I was like, you know what? I have nothing else to lose. I don't really know what these shakes are about, but I'll try it because, like I said, I have nothing else to lose. So I did, for the first time ever, I finished a program, and I finished the 21-day fix, and I actually got like real results. I lost 10 pounds. I lost multiple inches. I posted my transformation photo, and I got like blown up by people like reaching out to me saying like how like motivating that was. So it was like really really cool to be able to see that like putting my all into a program like actually showed results, not only like the physical results, but it got me to a point where I actually like realized that I can do difficult things. Like I can do something that I never thought that I could do because I had started and stopped every single program that I have done before. And basically coming until now, like it's August, and I have never stuck with fitness I played soccer like in high school and stuff and in middle school, but from when I graduated until high school, literally until February, I've never actually stuck with a fitness program to the point where now, between now and this past February, there hasn't actually been 1 week where I've worked out less than 4 days, which is something that like I never ever in a million years thought that I could ever do. Um, now between fitness, between changing my diet, between reading personal development every day, and just like literally like changing my lifestyle, I feel more amazing than I have ever felt in my entire life, even when I played sports in high school. I have so much more energy. I'm genuinely happy with the person that I am today. And like, I can honestly say that like, I've never felt happy with the person that I was until I actually started Beachbody and until I started coaching. Which is kind of the reason like why like I stayed with coaching, was because like I feel like coaching has given me kind of like an extra push to actually like continue on with my health journey and continue on with my like fitness and nutrition and everything, because like basically like the whole reason why I decided to become a coach is because like I came from such a place of hatred for myself and a place of like self-loathing and no self-confidence, to a point where I actually love the person that I am, and I have made so much progress, and like I truly want to help people go from feeling like the way that I felt to the way that I am feeling now. um so one of like the biggest motivators basically, for me to basically like stay with this journey has actually been my job. I've noticed that like, so I really truly believe that a reason why I got the promotion at my current job is because of changing my life and working out every day and doing personal development and eating healthy, because like I actually, not only myself but all my coworkers noticed a shift in my like personality, and they've noticed a shift in like the way that I was at work. Like I went from being like kind of negative and just like very just like, you know, not a fun person to be around, to somebody who like could walk into a room and just like light up a room, because I was just so happy with life, and I still am. And I really do truly believe that like this lifestyle has helped me with my job, and it has really helped me like grow to love my job again and love like what I do as a nurse. And honestly, like coming from a place where people are so sick and haven't taken care of themselves, like not many people get to see what happens when you just completely neglect like everything. And I get to see what happens to people when they just stop taking care of themselves and stop caring, to the point where, you know, they're dying from cardiovascular disease from literally not taking care of themselves. And, you know, I want to prevent people from getting to that point, you know, so that's really another big motivator as to why I do what I do, because, you know, I also come from a family of very inactive people. I come from a family where both of my grandparents have had heart attacks. My mom has diabetes, high blood pressure. My dad has high blood pressure. Like every single person in my family like has like, yes, like they're living a long life, but it's not like all of their lives are full of health problems. And like my grandpa is the perfect example because he had a heart attack. He didn't take care of himself. He'd never worked out a day in his life. He smoked, he ate like crap, and he had a massive, massive heart attack and almost died. And he changed his life around, and now he's off of almost all of his medications. And this is coming from a man who's literally 80 years old. And he was able to completely change his life around, and he works out and he eats healthy. And so like if he can do it at 80, I can sure as hell do it at 27. Um so honestly, like, you know, it took me a little while to really like understand that that right there was actually a motivator, for why I'm doing what I'm doing. So the next thing that I wanted to talk about is something that I've struggled with for a very, very long time. And it's something that, you know, I know a lot of other people struggle with as well. And it's taken me a lot to be able to be vulnerable about this topic and to be able to talk about it. And that's like my severe anxiety and panic attacks. Something that I have struggled with since I was little, like middle school. I started having panic attacks when I was in college, to the point where I like actually felt like I was having a heart attack. You know, I struggled with panic attacks pretty much up until this past January. Um, and I realized that working out and exercise has actually been like 100% like necessary to prevent panic attacks. Like I haven't had a single panic attack since I started this journey. And it's the longest that I've gone without having a single panic attack. You know, this journey has made me so like, not, I don't want to say carefree, but like it's just made me like not worry as much as I used to. You know, it like working out has become such a stress reliever, and it's actually been proven that it really does work as a stress reliever because like my workouts, like they're my time for myself to get stronger. I stop thinking about the outside world. It's my me time, and I'm able to work on myself. You know, a workout is so much more than just the physical. A workout is such a mental game because you are pushing through something that is so hard that, you know, like going into a workout, I'm always like a little bit nervous. I'm like, this is going to suck. Like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish this. Like, core scares the crap out of me. Like, you know, I don't have abs. Like, it's just like, it's really so, you know, it's a mental game too. And like each workout that you do, like your mind and your body are both getting stronger. So, you know, I tell myself that over and over again, like as I'm literally doing like leg lifts and as I'm literally doing sit-ups and push-ups, like that, you know, I'm getting stronger every single rep. I'm getting like, I'm strengthening my body, I'm strengthening my mind. Um, so, you know, that's just one of the perks, you know, of working out is not only strengthening your body and building muscle, but also like stress and anxiety relief. And just the fact that like I haven't had a single panic attack since January, like why would I want to stop working out? Why would I want to stop doing this? Because like it has helped me so, so much. Um, Another thing that has really, really helped me as well, is personal development. And I really like kind of viewed personal development as like self-help, and I kind of like, you know, looked at it like, oh, I don't need that, like I can do it on my own. But you know, like if I'm ever super anxious or if I'm ever, you know, having a bad day, like as soon as I get home, I will listen to personal development. Like as soon as I get in my car from work, I will literally put on a podcast or one of my books, my audiobooks. And as soon as I get home, like I'll read, because just pouring my heart and soul into personal development has literally been a game changer in just my entire lifestyle. I really I never knew like how vital it was to like grow your mind through all of these like incredible people that like it's amazing to read the stories of some of these people like that they were at like their lowest point in their lives, and they somehow managed to like crawl out of the hole that they were in, and now like they're just the happiest, best, healthiest versions of themselves. So like why would I not want to learn from those people? So that's like really another thing that has been a motivator for me is just the way that personal development has made me like feel about myself, and has changed my viewpoint on myself and just on life in general. It just makes me want to keep growing as a person. So really all in all, like my transformation, like although like my physical transformation, like right now, like I just posted a transformation photo like at the beginning of lift 4, and just like looking at that photo, like I just cannot believe like how far that I've come. And it really makes me like understand that like this is not like a quick fix, like this is a lifestyle. And really like anytime I like start to get down on myself because like I can't finish a workout, or I have to press pause, or I have a cheat day, or I'm just feeling like really really like super depressed, like I've been dealing with a lot of family stuff lately, and it's been really hard, and I really really had to dig deep to find my motivation. And luckily I have Amy to help me, and I can just vent to her, and she kind of kicks my butt into shape. But at the end of the day, like we're doing this for ourselves, and we're doing this to like be better people. And like you can't control what other people are going to do, and you can't control what the reactions of other people. And I can't control my family, I can't control the situation that I'm in right now, but what I can control is the way that I treat myself, what I put into my body. I can control whether or not I work out, and just the fact that I can exercise, like why would I not want to take advantage of that? Like I know how good that I feel after a workout. So like it's just like why would I not want to do that? And like over the last 6 months, just like looking at my transformation photo, like there are things that I still want to like fix and tone up and everything, but I know that I have made so much progress, and it's only been 6 months, and I have a whole lifetime of progress that I'm going to continue to make. So, it's just something that it's a journey, and it's a sustainable lifestyle. And I literally, like, I just love every second of this lifestyle. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
So I kind of wanted to just touch on what you said. First of all, awesome job. Second of all, I would you say, or would you agree with me that you think that like the personal development piece of coaching is what really kind of honed in everything for you, like with this lifestyle, like understanding that it's not just 30 days, that it's a lifetime? Because I think that's truly like, I think I can't pinpoint exactly when I started reading personal development. Like, I don't want to say that it was actually once I started coaching. I think my coach at the time had, suggested, personal development, and I started like dabbling in it. And I think that's kind of what drew me to the decision, to that feeling, that intuition feeling of that I need to do this. Like, because I think I realized that it wasn't just about fitness. You know, it never was. Like, it never was just about fitness, because doesn't it all start in our head? You know, like pretty much everything. Like, we our obvious complaint is fitness, but our realest problem is how we think about ourselves and about our life, and the worth that we like get, you know, establish ourselves with. So I couldn't, because, you know, I know many people struggle, like, with the circular, like, you know, start something, quit. And all I can think is that it's the fact that they haven't confronted the mental. They haven't confronted the, you know, what's the thoughts in their head and the feelings and the things that are actually holding them back on the inside, that keeps stopping them from pushing forward and moving on. Because, you know, and that's why I love this. That's why I'm so proud of this community. You know, and like you, I've done BBG, and then before that, you know, like I haven't really done any other programs, but like just the whole idea of like the attraction of like these quick fix type things, like, you know, Advocare and all these things, like, you know, they're attractive, but at the same time, like, what makes me know that this is real and know that this is sustainable is the fact that it comes from all sides. It's the fact that you don't, you know, it's not just workouts, it's not just nutrition, it's everything. And that is life to me. You know, that's real life. That's like, you know, it's not just one thing, and it's not about just overhauling your life overnight. And, you know, of course it's going to be hard. Of course it's going to be hard. Life is hard. There's always going to be hard things. And I was listening to a podcast today, where, God, I can't remember the line, but basically, you know, that's what we're here for. You know, we're here. We all have something like to give. Like, we're here to give. As humans, we are not just here for no reason. You know, we're all here to give back, you know, to that which is around us, to the universe, to whatever. Like, we're not just merely here to be consumers. We're here to be servants, basically. And like, you can get real deep with that, but basically the way I interpret that is that, you know, it is my duty to like take care of myself, one, but pay it forward, you know. And that's something that I started to realize, like, you know, I struggled with the idea, all right, well, I went to school to be a nurse, I need to be a nurse. Like, well, I'm still, you know, I'm still doing what I love, like, about nursing. Like, I'm serving. Like, that is, like, there's nothing, like, I'm trying to stop the wheel. I'm trying to prevent people, just like you said, like, people we know in our family, people we know as friends, like people that we deal with as patients. It's like, it's a real issue. It's a real problem. And it doesn't, as long as you are staying true to yourself and to your own intuition and to your heart and your truth, like, I think that that's all you really need to, that should be your compass, you know? So I know, like, and, you know, but obviously that's why we need personal development, because that's hard. That's not how we were brought up. It's not everyone has that example. Like, just like not everyone grew up eating vegetables. Not everyone grew up with healthy relationships to model after. You know, not everyone, you know, grew up where education was like a main priority, or what, you know. That doesn't mean that that's how your future has to be. You know, like, that we are supposed to be learning, we are supposed to be growing, we're supposed to be, like, that is our job. Our job is not to stay stagnant. Our job is to learn, and our job is to serve. So that's my 2 cents on it. But I just thought that was interesting, because I feel like, you know, with all these amazing coaches and people we look up to, in their story, that's what you hear. You hear that switch of the fact that they stopped, you know, acting with their head, you know, acting on what, because we've all been there. Like my first instinct when I was invited was to say no because out of fear. But when I listened to my gut, like that's what made me take the leap, you know? And I feel like every time I've done that, good has come out of it. Every time I've listened to my head, I've been stuck in regret. You know, I go back into like a cycle of letting myself down and self-loathing and whatever because in my heart, I know that I want something more and that I deserve something more. But I myself in my head am holding myself back. So I think this was a really awesome testament to the power of personal development. But thank you so much, Leah. I know you've been going through a lot, and I really appreciate you sharing with us tonight. So that really means a lot. So you're amazing. Thank you guys for hopping on. I did record this, so I'll let your people know. I'll be posting it in the team page tomorrow. And yes, thank you guys. Have a good night, okay?